Hello there, good afternoon, and welcome to the Football Tribe YouTube channel. My name is Robert K. Sarkos, and today we're here to preview the weekend action that is coming up today and all throughout the weekend. As you already know, the Premier League action already returned last night as Manchester City beat up against Burnley by 3-0. Erling Haaland with a brace there, while Rodri was the other on the score sheet. As Pep Guardiola started off his title defense with a visit to Turf Moor against his former captain, Vincent Kompany. For more on that action, check out my previous video. Now, as of Saturday, action kicks off at the Emirates Stadium, where Mikel Arteta's side host Stephen Cooper's Nottingham Forest. Now, Arsenal will be seeking revenge, having lost by 1-0 last season on the 20th of May as Nottingham Forest battled relegation. Arsenal lost by 1-0, that a result that hugely dented their title chances. So they will be seeking revenge, and we hope for a high-scoring game in this one. Now, in the first fixture of that clash, Arsenal beat up against Nottingham Forest by 5-0. So, but that doesn't mean that Nottingham Forest will be a walkover, because they are no strangers to beating Arsenal. They also did beat Arsenal by 0-0 in January 2022 in the FA Cup. So, they are quite a potent side when they want to be. However, Mikel Arteta will be hugely motivated, having won that Community Shield, beating up against Manchester City by 4-1 on penalties after 1-1 result in normal time, and given that we are expecting Arsenal to win this year's title, I think Mikel Arteta will be eager, if not desperate, to kick off the season with a good result. So, how they will line up, that will be for the manager, but the expectation is that Aaron Ramsdale will start at in goal, while Ben White will start at right back. William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes will form the center for the center backs, while at left back, that there is a bit of a question there. Zinchenko just returned from injury and started training, so we expect either Jurriën Timber to start there or Jakub Kiwior. And in a worst case scenario, we could see Kieran Tierney starting, but that may not be the case. So expect either Jurriën Timber or Jakub Kiwior to start for the Arsenal. In midfield, a pivot of Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard are expected to form the midfield three, while up front, the expectation is of Gabriel Martinelli on one side, Bukayo Saka on the other, while Kai Havertz or Leandro Trossard may be chosen to lead the line. So, it begs a question of who starts up front. Is it Leandro Trossard or Kai Havertz? But as we saw against Manchester City last weekend in the Community Shield, it was Kai Havertz that led the attacking line, while Leandro Trossard came off the bench to find actually the equalizer late on, that deflected ball by Akanji. So we expect brilliant action there as Arsenal welcome Nottingham Forest as they kick off their campaign in pursuit for Premier League silverware for in as many years, almost 2 decades. So we are waiting to see that action. Kickoff time will be 2:30 p.m. East African time. In the other games of the weekend, FC Bournemouth will host West Ham United. Now, West Ham United struggled last season, whereas they ended the season on a high note, having won the UEFA Conference League, but they did struggle in the Premier League. They were battling relegation and have since lost their captain in Declan Rice, with that £105 million move to the Arsenal. So, on the other side, AFC Bournemouth have switched tactics, having let go of manager Gary O'Neill, who guided them to a stay in the Premier League, and brought in former rival Cano manager Andoni Iraola. So Andoni Iraola guided Rayo Vallecano to an 11th place finish last season, so he will be the one in the dugout on the homes for the home side to guide his team against David Moyes' team. He's quite a good guy. He was brilliant with Rayo Vallecano last season as they dismissed of Real Madrid and Barcelona in the same campaign. They managed to beat them. So we will see what he is capable of as he guides his side against West Ham United. Moving on, the other action, we'll see Brighton host Luton Town. The newcomers, Roberto Di Zerbi, has said during his match preview that he has already forgotten about midfielder Moses Caicedo, who has been subject to transfer speculation and bids from big clubs, with Liverpool putting in a bid of up to £111 million, but it is reported that the midfielder has rejected the move to Liverpool, opting to play at Chelsea. Now, Chelsea's bid was £100 million. Of course, it was less, but Chelsea hope to go back in with an improved bid, given that Moses Caicedo has chosen to play his football in London. So we are waiting to see where that ends. But reports indicate that Moses Caicedo has told Liverpool that he won't be playing for them next season, despite them having had the better offer on table for Brighton. As we know, Roberto Di Zerbi is a very good manager, so we expect Brighton to beat up against Luton Town by no less than at least 3 goals to 0 or 4-1. That is my expectation on that one. So the action will also continue still at 5 p.m. with Everton playing up against Fulham. Everton also did struggle last season. They battled relegation. They saw they had to let go of manager Frank Lampard before Sean Dyche came in and saved them from relegation. While Fulham were the surprise package of last season from the sides that had been newly promoted. They did perform quite well. Midfielder Paulinho was one of the best players last season. So we expect Everton and Fulham to be a good battle there. So Marco Silva leading his men to the trophies at Goodstone Park. We expect brilliant action there. So I expect Everton to sort of struggle in the game, but being that they're at home, I think Sean Dyche will also be eager to start on a good note, because in the last 2 campaigns, Everton have not been in good books when it comes to their performances. Fans have been in disarray. They've hoped to get rid of their owners, but that has not yet happened, although they're developing a new stadium and all the things that are happening around them, but they have not been good performers. Can we hope for better fortunes this season? We are waiting to see, but Fulham are equally no a walkover. So I expect a draw in that game, but whatever the case will be, it will be the other action on on Saturday evening. The other game will see Sheffield United. Again, these are a newly promoted side. Host Crystal Palace. Not too far back, they were in the Premier League, but they got relegated and now they are back. They'll be hosting Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace. The likes of the Michael Olise there, Jeffrey Shearer, all those players. So we expect a good game between those two sides. While the last kick of Saturday, we will see Newcastle host Aston Villa. Now, these were 2 incredible sides last season. Can they replicate that form that they showed us last season? Well, we are waiting to see all that. Newcastle will be featuring in the Champions League, while Aston Villa will be featuring in the Europa League. Will be featuring in the UEFA Conference League. So they will be both playing in the European competitions, but can they kick off their Premier League pursuit on a high note. Not that we expect them to win the title, but we do expect them to be serious challengers for those European League places, while they also match the same action or competitivity on the other side of the European competitions, where they will be featuring. Action will continue on Sunday as Brentford host Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, Tottenham, with Hurricanes' impending move to Bayern Munich, where does that leave them? Who leads their line? Hyun-Min will be there, perhaps, to lead the line, but he leaves a big void. He has already traveled to Germany and completed his medicals, hoping to join Bayern Munich. That deal is really close to announcement. Unless something happens, you never know. Anything can happen out of the blue that may surprise you, but we expect everything to move smoothly. So, where does that leave Spurs? It leaves them in a big hole. Maybe they will really need to move quickly in the market to search for a new striker. While on the other side, Aston Villa have also revamped their squad with the incomings of Pau Torres, the Spanish defender from Villarreal, Yuri Tillemans, Moussa Diaby, there, the winger. So we expect good action. I wouldn't be surprised if the game ends in a draw, but a goal-scoring draw there, or if the home side sort of edges them on that one, because Newcastle too have recruited well, bringing in the likes of Harvey Barnes, Sandro Tonali, the midfielder from AC Milan, among others. Again, that game will be at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Action continues on Sunday. Big action continues on Sunday as Chelsea host Liverpool. Chelsea are a known quantity. Why? A young squad, new manager. We are waiting to see what intensity they can bring. We know what Liverpool can offer on a good day. The likes of Mo Salah, the likes of Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, Alexis McAllister, Dominic Szoboszlai, there, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahim Konate, Alisson Ramsey-Baker. That's the team that you expect. The likes of Diego Jota, they're a very high pressing team. They can get you on the counter. They're very fast, very quick, but they have lost crucial players in midfield, in Fabinho, in James Milner. So we are waiting to see what kind of a challenge they will put up against Chelsea. Chelsea, who have chosen Reece James to be their new captain. Now, at Chelsea, again, like I said, they're still in the pursuit for Moises Caicedo, but it is also reported that their deal for Tyler Adams could be off, despite medicals having been done. Now, where does that leave Tyler Adams? Very bad place psychologically for any player when the move is almost done, but the paperwork had not been signed yet. So, with the situation with Moises Caicedo, things could change, and they could really change fast. Nonetheless, we hope to see the likes of Enzo, Mikhailo Mudryk, the likes of Christoph Nkunku is out with injury, but we'll see what kind of setup that Mauricio Pochettino puts up in his first game, whether it will be the Conor Gallagher's there in attacking midfield. We know they've lost Mason Mount to Manchester United, but it doesn't make them any less competitive. The likes of Chukwuemeka there at leading the front lines. So we will see how they set up against a competitive Liverpool side. If you want to know where I think Liverpool will finish and Chelsea where they will finish on the Premier League table, do not forget to check out my video on my Premier League predictions for the 2023-2024 season. So that will be the action of the weekend. Arsenal kicking it off with when they host Nottingham Forest, while Bournemouth host West Ham. Brighton host Luton Town, Everton welcome Fulham, Crystal Palace visit Sheffield United, while Aston Villa also travel to Newcastle. Brentford hosts Spurs on Sunday, while Chelsea will welcome Liverpool. Manchester United will be in action on Monday against Wolves, so we will be looking at that game on Monday. But that will be the action for the Premier League this weekend. So many games to watch. So whatever team you're rooting for, do not miss all the action this weekend as the Premier League kicks off its match day 1, having opened last evening. So if you're new, do not forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.